Mm-hmm. Oh, so the reason I say you can't replace some of the armor is when you get rare blueprints, you don't get the blueprint. Whenever you get a rare blueprint in this game, you get the rare blueprint once. You get to make that item a single time, and then you have to find the blueprint again to make it again. So when you lose all that gear, like, it's gone. Yeah. Like, it's actually gone. Is that dumb? No, I don't think it is. It encourages farming. It makes it so you're constantly having, like, if you have a set of armor you love, you can still go, oh god, you can still go out and farm for it because you need to get, like, backup copies and things like that. I'm fine with that kind of stuff. I don't mind it. It's item economy. It's an item economy mechanic. And games like this need item economy mechanics, or there's no reason to keep farming in them. It's one of the reasons I love T6 in this game. A lot of people are like, oh my god, T6 is ridiculous. You have to farm so much stuff. This is insane. And I'm sitting here going, I love that this game gave me really good reasons to farm. So, you know, that's one of the reasons I've been playing this game as long as I have been. It's because T6 is tough, dude. It's tough. In fact, I heard this is the Dark Souls of survival sandbox games. I read that on Kotaku. Whoa. So, anyway, yeah. And I know some people are like, doesn't that mean the game doesn't respect your time? And the answer is, yes, that is correct. But all the stuff I'm doing is not necessary. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You don't need to have a whole base full of T6 equipment as a solo player at all. In fact, to get through the game, you mainly just need the equipment that drops off enemies if you really want to. But if you do want to do this stuff, it makes it very lucrative and fun and interesting. And for people like me that dive into this, it is very enjoyable for sure. I love having a very high ceiling to chase. Yes, I am a loot goblin as well. Yes. And my favorite state to be in is over encumbered with loot. That is my favorite state. My favorite natural state of existence. Over encumbered, full of loot. All right, you know what, Dave? It's been fun. You can have the rest of this. I want to get a little bit of titanium, so you can have the rest, buddy. Man, I don't know what this, like, sand belching thing we got going on is lately, but geez, Dave, you need to see a doctor, buddy. Okay, let's go over here. We're gonna grab. How much room do we have? Dude. You know what? Nah, screw it. We're doing 100% spice run, chat. This is happening. Yep. Nothing but spice. And the spice, chat. The spice is nice. The spice is nice. It is. I'm gonna use this thing till it breaks. Let the spice flow, you know it, dude. Dude, my spice is flowing so hard right now. Such a raging spice. Let's see. Boom. 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 Boom? Boom. Boom. Oh! Dave wins this round. My industrial compactor unfortunately broke, so we will not be getting more spice. But we do have a full container of spice though. That's beautiful. For my little solo ass, oh god, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. I'm gonna turn you into so many good components. Oh my god. Who's Dave? Dave's the worm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. His name's Dave. I was playing poker with him last Saturday. He's a cool guy, but he gets a little uppity about cheating when he's just losing. Yeah. What skills do I go with? I'm a melee dude, so as my melee dude-dism goes, I use knee charge, warp, and grappling hook, and it's amazing. Yep. What's the big worm's name? Mr. Dave. Or Dave Sr. Yeah. Uh-oh. Geoth, is that you? I think that's Geoth. You got to be a little careful because... oh, it's Berta Hermes. Cool. Yeah, the guild was out here last night, and the guy that built this base started attacking the guild. In fact, I think the guy that built this base killed OG Moose. So then OG Moose and crew came out later, killed him, and took his base. So now it's our base. It's kind of nice. Yeah, worked out well. So we got a base out here now. All right, let's go. That's it. Okay, I guess that's it. 15, we got it. Time to go home. What a freaking run. How do you take bases? You can only take bases in the deep desert, and honestly, I'm not sure of all the things, or all the things you have to do to take them. Yeah, I don't know. I was not there to do it, so. But yep. Apparently shields drop after a sandstorm, so you can break in after a sandstorm. Yep. Oh, Berta Fermi said stop for a sec. What's up, dude?
Yeah, you were underselling how vindictive we actually ended up being. So, as you know, we did take the base, but we had to wait for about an hour for a sandstorm. We just set that there with steel tents, waited for an hour for a storm to finally hit it, and then we took it. Interesting, one of the persons, one of the players logged out inside of his assault that was in the base. We destroyed the assault. He logged back in midway through our reclamation process. He logged in dead. We saw the icon. It was like the cherry on top of everything.
Dude.
Oh, and for all the guild members that can listen to me now, it's guild accessible. It's our base. It's our base now.
Oh, so, we gotta go. But anyway, dude, that is awesome. Thank you for the story. That is fantastic. We gotta go. There's a sandstorm, but dude, that is fantastic. Thank you, man.
No problem. You needed to hone that in.
Awesome. Yeah, and great job to the guild, man. That was great moves. Great moves. All right, we gotta go. We need to see if we can beat this sandstorm. I don't know where it is yet. Where is it on my thing? Oh, it's not even here. It did say 7 minutes. That's interesting. I didn't know it gave us that much of a warning. Cool. That was a great story. I gotta say, I feel like stories like that are what could make this game last until the point they get PvP to be good. I think that people are having enough fun to kind of at least keep enjoying themselves. But the problem is that kind of fun is only going to last so long if they don't fix the PvP system. The PvP system needs a ground up readjustment. And if they can do that while people are still having fun Like Bird was just saying, with those types of stories, like this game's longevity could be great. It could be great. But man, I gotta say, they really gotta tighten it up. They gotta make PvP more fun. Honestly, tell me this. I was thinking about this last night. What would you guys think if there was an arena PvP system in this game like Defiance? Where when you were out in the world, in any area, you could, well, no, actually, I'm saying that, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Damn it. Maybe you'd have to go to the city and like queue up in the city for it. I feel like PvP could be cool if it was in like contained environments that was a little bit more structured. What's wrong with the PvP? So the problem with the PvP right now is there's three main problems with the PvP. There's three main problems. The first problem is that they made some significant changes right before the game came out, and those changes need more passes. Those changes have to do with the windows that melee weapons leave open. They have to do with the connective attacks between heavy and hold based on the shield usage, and if they're staggered, and what level of stagger they're in. Like, they have some really good ideas in the current PvP system, but the implementation is not there yet. Like, you can get stuck on bodies when you're doing jousting. There's like all these little problems, and it needs another pass. That's the first big reason. The second big issue with PvP in this game is there is a design issue with PvP in this game. And it's the same issue that Warframe has, where the general speed and the rate at which the player is able to change direction and go fast, coupled with the fact that you can heal so quickly, makes it so people that know how to do that in PvP are nearly unkillable. And it also just becomes annoying. Because see, what you can do in this game is you can get in an epic fight, and then the second somebody starts to lose, they just turn around and turn on sprint, or they turn around and use their grappling hook, or they turn around and do a knee dodge, and the fight's over. Like, that's it. Like, you can't catch up with them and if you're melee, you're done. So it's like, that's a design issue. There's problems in the game from a design standpoint where I have watched so many people PvP in this game and just gotten tired of they've stopped having fun because both the players have too much movement and they can't really kill each other. And of course, the first thing you could say is that's a skill issue, right? You could say, oh, the players don't know how to move around fast enough. Oh, the player doesn't know how to lock down that person. Oh, the player doesn't. Oh, the player doesn't. But here's the problem. None of that shit matters if no one's playing your game because no one's having fun. The issue is that PvP needs to be fun. And if you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know every single facet of the PvP system, you still need to be able to enjoy it in some capacity. And right now, it's not fun. And that's the problem. That's the point I'm making. There are ways to get around a lot of the things I said. There are passives that make you immune to the voice. There are things you can do to lock them down. There are melee knee swipes. Sure, all this stuff exists. But most players don't really know about that stuff. And although they will someday, there needs to be more in place to let them have a good time. So, yeah, that's something they really need to work on, because the amount of times I've talked to people and they're like, yeah, I did PvP once or twice and I hated it. Like, you can't be doing that. And then the third problem with the PvP system is purely technical. The PvP system is buggy. When you when you do your knee charge at somebody, it's going to work properly a third of the time. When you are in fast-paced melee combat with multiple people, one of them is warping around. Like, there's desync issues, there's lag issues. Like, it's the combat system is it's buggy. So anyway, to loop this conversation around, because this whole thing started with what's wrong with the PvP system, that's what's wrong with the PvP system. Every single thing I just said is fixable. And that's one of the reasons I like this game so much. Everything in this game, especially at the end of the game, they can change, alter, and update and make it work. They just need to do it. And also, to their credit, the changes they made to the melee system between the beta and live although I would never recommend devs making changes that big between beta and live, it does feel better. So probably not the best time to make those changes, but clearly they're thinking about changes that will move this in a better direction. So that's really good. But yeah, so that's what's going on with the PvP system currently. Also, last thing I'll say, last night's patch, although it wasn't a big patch, they did make it so you can no longer crash ornithopters into people. A huge and very needed change. And they also messed with PvP timers that at least shows us they're paying attention to that stuff. So that's good. Yeah, that's really good. Those are two good things. Yeah. I think I just said last thing I'll say like 5 times during that. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm surprised there isn't spice harvesting styled like capture the flag, hold control points to get the most spice before the worm appears. Well, that's funny enough, Torn, that's kind of what they are. They're just not gamified and structured with like phases and stuff. But that's pretty much what they are. Because anytime a big spice flow happens, I think every 8 hours, a giant worm comes up underneath it and eats it. And anyone who's in it. So it is kind of that. Whenever they happen, there's a time limit. Of that people have to get as much as they can before the big worm comes, essentially. Oh god, did I go the wrong way? I think this is right? Yeah, no, this is good. We're good. Yes, also, TTK is a big deal as well. Yep.
At CohhCarnage, the main issues with PvP is TTK, like you said.
Time to kill.
Healing drags fights on WAYY too long. Damage needs to be upped by like 100% in PvP, especially with the Thopter PvP. It can take 100s of rockets to bring down a Thopter.
Hundreds?
I've watched 3 assault Thopters chasing one, and it took almost 300 rockets to damage it enough to force it to land.
That doesn't seem right. But I will say this, we learned about this, yesterday, the day before. Apparently PvP damage is 40% of your normal numbers. So like if any of you guys, if you look at any skill or any weapon and you see a damage number, just cut that by 60%. So that's kind of a thing. Yeah. Can you ride the worm? Not right now, no. Not right now. Yeah. I will say this, more than a few people in chat are saying apparently that they're dying a lot quicker to rockets. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's something else. Maybe that's something else. Also, why is everybody saying hi to Canute? Was that what happened? Wilga.
Coalition, after countless hours of studying and having y'all open in the background to help me with the stress.
Oh, you said hi? Oh, hi, buddy. I
passed
didn't
my
see you there.
exam.
Hello.
Thank you, and to you all.
Very cool. Hey, thanks, dude. Wilga. Awesome. Congrats on passing your exam, dude. That says, because I said hi. Oh, well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Good to see you, man. Are you playing Dune as well? And then we also have Elder Soul.
An arena where everyone is on equal terms. Abilities are disabled, and it's all about movement, aiming, and teamwork if you're coming up to combat. Maybe some incentive as well to make it worth going to the arena.
Yeah, I would love to have instanced small group PvP in this game. I feel like that would give me a chance to really play with the PvP system. I feel like I could do testing. I feel like I'd actually get it good enough at PvP to feel comfortable going into the deep desert. I mean, one of the reasons I don't want a PvP in this game is because I don't want to learn PvP in an area where I can lose everything. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to the deep desert and PvP because I will lose as a solo player significant shit if I lose. Like, it's not easy for me to throw together an ornithopter. So if there was an instanced PvP system where I could go to Harkonnen or go to Atreides and queue up to do some small group stuff, I would do that. I would love that. I would love that. Yep. Some instance gladiator arena kind of stuff. Oh yeah. That'd be cool. And most importantly, you could go in, PvP, explore the system, and not lose anything. That's the big thing. I don't want to have to fly back for 10 minutes or repair all my gear or do that kind of stuff. I want to experience the PvP, enjoy the PvP, and learn the PvP without getting decimated. Seems like someone's coming to say hello. There we go. Perfect. Your base looks awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Glad you like it. Still a work in progress, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Oof. There's 7 more. Awesome. And now let's go over here. Get all that spice into our storage. Oh, is all about that base, no tremors? That hurt a little bit, but that hurt. It was really good, but it hurt. Alright, there's a bunch of spice there. And I know my storage right now is a complete mess. I haven't even started doing the storage of this base. This is our new base. So it's very much a work in progress. Oh my god, 74 more spices getting made. Feels so good, man. So good! Okay. I want... Oh, I need more salvaged metal. I'll bring over a stack of that next. Okay. Need more lighting in here, man. It's too dork. What is spice needed for? All of the endgame crafting. Just all of it, pretty much. Yep, spice is incredibly important for endgame crafting. Did we actually get all 3 of these working? No, we didn't yet. We did. Go Pasco. Okay. Bam. You need to set up some more water, though. Water storage, for sure. Can we afford a big one? No. We need more duraluminum. Okay. Well, thankfully, we're going to move over a bunch of that. We'll do a big move, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a big move over from our other base. And then as soon... Ooh, there's another 89. As soon as that's done, we'll go do a main story quest. Oh, yeah, man. Is there an easy way to unload cargo from vehicles? Absolutely. Open up the storage you want the items in. Go up here to the top left to the drop down. You can select your vehicles while you're in here. So if this is your vehicle, like this, and you just landed it, then all you have to do is land your vehicle, run over to the storage, select your vehicle, and start double clicking over everything you want. Now, I've already talked to the devs, and I have already asked for a button down here that will auto sort. So then if you open the right container, all you'd have to do is click and then click a button, and it would put all the like items over, and you'd be done and good to go. So, but yeah, this is a really handy way to do this. Also, great tip. If you are working on moving your storages around, or you want to move a bunch of stuff from one place or the other, if you have your storage container you want the stuff from, select your whatever, load that to the brim with whatever you want to move, and then just go to your other chest. And when you're in your other chest, just like the ornithopter. And that way you can move like huge amounts of materials between different chests in your base really, really fast. Yep. So it's really nice. A lot of great QOL for that. Also, I didn't know you could hit E instead of double clicking. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Somebody just said that in chat. That's a great tip. It's a great tip. That's even faster. Yeah, look at that. Great. Okay, so... Oh, we got to repair. Let's do that real quick while we're thinking about it. And then we're going to do a quick run. Quick run to our other base. What am I missing to repair this? Oh, recipe unknown. Ugh. Okay. All right, let's go to our other base. My light is floating? Yeah, they all are. Dune lights float. It's kind of cool and weird. Yep. Oh, what is the circuit thing I see at the top of cases? Circuits are input and output that only function if the device that it's going out to is empty and the device that it is currently going out from is full. But it's basically it's a relatively rudimentary input-output system that you can use in your base to not only help dictate what devices pull from what storages, but also you can set it so devices output to specific storages. So if you have like one giant storage and you want all of your machines to automatically put things into that storage, you can do that using circuits. In fact, that's how I have my other base. What are the soft step boots I have? They are a low-level boot that makes it so when you walk around on sand, the worm is less likely to come after you. El Greco, that's exactly what I do. Mm-hmm. How tall is the largest spice refinery? I have no idea. The most I can build is a medium, and I'm a bit away from that. Yeah, that's true. You can get soft step type boots at any tier. I think we have a T5 version too that are like a different boot. Who am I using for servers? I'm using Nitrado, and so far we've been very happy with Nitrado. Mm-hmm. If you want information on the server that I use, you can go to cohh.tv/Dune server. That'll take you right to their page. Kleinix in chat is actually the guild runner of the coalition. His job for our community is to run different various social guilds, and him and Sayori is our official server guru. And they together have been running the server, and as far as I know, it's been great. There were a couple problems at the very beginning, particularly when Funcom was like patching servers without telling companies that they were doing it. That was a bit of an issue, but after that, it's been fine. Like once that was sorted out, it's been great since. Mm-hmm. Okay, we need to move. Man, I think it's time, dude. I think it's time to move, like, some of the big stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here, there's 500 aluminum. We have 425 plastinium ingots? The hell did that happen? Damn. We just kept making them. That's awesome. Okay. We'll bring... Oh, and here's another 125. Chill in there. We'll shoot. All right, that's a big old haul to bring over there. Did we need anything else while we're here? Was there any, like, really important stuff I had to bring over? I don't think so. Just more duraluminum. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, great. Let's go. Scrap metal. Oh, thank you. We wanted scrap metal. Yes, that's exactly right. Thank you, chat. Awesome. Great, 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 great. Okay. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's head back. We're going to drop all this off. Maybe do a tiny bit of construction, and then we're going to go do the next main quest. That's an interesting one.
Cohh, real quick question. I'm having problems on the journey page. I can't scroll to see quests further down the page. You know anything I can do?
So you're going to the journey page and you can't grab this to scroll it down. Damn, keyboard doesn't work. Scroll wheel doesn't work. I don't know, man. That's a weird one. That's a weird one. Some people in chat are saying, oh, switch it back and forth, and then the scroll bar comes back. Okay, chat is saying that if you hit C and then Z, that this will pop back up. Give that a try and see if that works for you. So try going to the different sections and going back. And let us know if that worked for you, bud. How many hours am I in? I think about 80-ish. Hey, awesome. Great.
Yep, can confirm that worked. How strange that that's the fix. Haha, thanks everyone, smiley face.
Okay, great. How far am I from getting a bigger ship? Oh, I haven't even started that process, man. What I'm doing now is I'm doing some foundational groundwork to get us ready for the next tier. So one of the first things I'm doing in the next tier is to build the medium spice refinery, which is really expensive, but from what I understand, it will make it so we get to use less spice to make stuff in the future, which, especially since we're solo, is going to be huge. But yeah, then we have to make the large, I think the large ore thing is what we're going to do after that. And that one is also going to be wildly expensive, so. All right, dump all this in here for now. We're just dumping. We're just
Good
dumping.
Show.
Hey, Bellies. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that. What do we mean for this? Plant fiber. Of course. Plant fiber. Okay. Oh, we need to start putting up some pictures, chat. This is super, super important right now. Okay. Very, very important. Okay, so we need to go up here. How are we doing here? All right, a lot of great chungus. Oh no! I don't have my other spice melange here, do I? Shoot. Intel. Medium spice refinery. Boom. How big are you? Really? Oh, dude, we can do this. All we need is more cobalt paste. Ooh. Chat, this is gonna happen. Interesting. Linksbox.
With Twitch Prime, hi chat and Cohh. The desert wipe last night, the visuals in the basin were a bit too much to play in for me anyway, everything so dusty. Though it makes sense.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad. It gets pretty bad. 100%. Oh, we could make one of these water trap things if we wanted to. That would really set me back for everything else, but we could. I do want to make one of those eventually, but we're gonna wait for the spice thing. Okay, we are watered up. We got plenty of water here. We are relatively repaired. It is time, like I've been promising, for the main story, chat. It's happening. All right, we're going to update discipline breathing. Right. And then after we do this main story quest, we'll probably do a cobalt paste run, I think. Oh, we got, you know what? We got to think about making a Mark 6 Scout Ornithopter as well. Okay. This thing is trash, man. Nice. Nice. Okay. We're working on that. We got to do another plastone run to work on the base. We're completely out of plastone, but yeah, we'll do that later. All right, going to Harco. Boop. What are the taxes on that? 20K. Have you checked your second base? We started the stream today at the second base, so we've been there a little bit today. But yeah, hold on, let me see here. Oh, hold on, I'm checking the scheduling thing. Okay, great. We're good. Great. Oh man, our old nanny is coming back tonight to visit the kids, which is awesome. They haven't seen each other for like almost a year, and the kids definitely grew up with her, so it's gonna be really nice. We're very excited. Oh wait, we're going to Harco. I'm sorry. I was flying to the deep desert. Not a care in the world. Is this a game of the year? No, unfortunately, it's not a game of the year. It's a really, really awesome game, but there are foundational elements of it that simply aren't working properly. So for me personally, there's enough stuff not working to where it's not going to be a game of the year option for me. But like, does that mean it's not an awesome game? No, it's an absolutely awesome game. My game of the years are generally reserved for like games that I feel are doing either one thing amazingly well or the entire package is really good. This game is not doing anything amazingly well. In some things, it's not doing well at all. But it's doing so many things like above average that the whole package is really solid. So does it have the best single player RPG cutscenes and story I've seen in a game? No, but it's fantastic. Is this the most colorful, vibrant world I've been in? No, but it's really cool. Is it the best building system I've ever used? Nope, but it has some of the best QOL and it's really solid. So it's that kind of thing. There's a whole lot of great in this game, but there's not really like a lot of game of the year stuff in the game. Yeah. But it's great. I mean, I would consider this, even in its current form, like a huge... This is Funcom's smoothest release. For Funcom, this is a massive, massive success. Like, I've been following Funcom since Anarchy Online. This is the smoothest release they've ever had. And also, this game is at arguably the highest initial quality of any game they've ever released. So, perspective-wise, it's a huge success. But like compared to other projects-wise, they still have a ways to go. Yeah, they still have a ways to go. But I have very high hopes that this game already is a great foundation. But from everything we're hearing from the team, they're just going to keep working on it. And as long as they keep doing that, and keep making positive improvements. Like this game could go from great to amazing over time.
Hydration is required.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business?
Let's see, do we?
Congratulations, kitten. I wasn't sure whether you would succeed this time, but you have proven me wrong. Again.
What's really going on here? That water shipper knew who I was and why I'm on Arrakis.
It's always the same, kitten. Plans within plans. If you aren't playing, you're being played. You can't be this naive. What did the water shipper say?
He talked about his search for the Fremen.
It makes sense that Fenring would want to stop someone from actually finding the Fremen. His Sardaukar claimed to have killed them after all.
You think he fears them being found?
I don't think Fenring fears much at all. Certainly nothing like the common fears of people like us. Now, I have a new assignment. Ready, kitten?
Who am I murdering?
This one is interesting. A man called the Jackal,
Ooh.
spreading sedition amongst the peons of Arakeen. His words carry too much weight. Silence him. You can use this, a Shigawire Garrote. Hide it in your hair, and it is basically undetectable by scope and search. This is important. Arakeen is protected by the Guild Peace. This means any violation there can lead to extreme sanctions and loss of Guild transport privileges. The Jackal lurks in an alleyway somewhere in the maze of streets in Arakeen. Find him and silence him. Fenring will be waiting.
Once this is done, I want some answers.
Then go, kitten. Show them your claws.
Somebody in chat says, the fact that she calls you kitten is so cringe. I thought that too the first few times, and now I'm like, you call me kitten. She's got a really good voice, just saying. Yeah, it grows on you a little bit. Yeah. Okay. All right, sit back this way. If you ask her about it, it gets a lot darker. Oh my. Handsome One says, it's still a bit cringe for you. Handsome One, you just have to have the right person call you kitten, and it will instantly lose all connotations of cringe in your mind. That's all. Just need to be exposed to it properly, that's all. Thank you for the gifted subs, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy the Arakeen skins. Yep, just skins. Yes, if you gift 2 subs to this channel or anyone streaming Dune, you can get the Atreides Armor Social Cosmetic Set. It is a set of Atreides cosmetic armor that you can then equip on your character. It is cosmetic
Good
only.
show.
Important to mention. Smokey Smokerson, thank you so much. And Iron Man as well, thank you. And Ariel, I will. You need to get some more coffee. Yep. The X-Dose, thank you so much. Sinuju says, gift 3 subs on here? No, you only have to gift 2 subs. Or it's technically 2 normal subs. They can't be prime, unfortunately. But if you sub yourself, and then you gift 1 sub, that counts too. Yep. That will work too. It's basically 2 paid for subs. Yep.
Good show.
And I say paid for because unfortunately, like I said, prime doesn't work. Rascal, thanks for that 5, dude. Thank you. There's no way to turn off PvP, right? No, there's not. How has it impacted you? For me, it hasn't impacted me too much because I'm on a private server. But for some, it has impacted them a lot as they are getting griefed trying to get T6 resources. So it is that kind of situation. Yeah, it kind of depends on where you are and what's going on.
Welcome back.
Oh, I just realized. I think I have bigger buggy boot MK3. I think we got MK5. Ooh. That's really good. Why does this continually not track? Here we go. All right, we're going up. Private servers are a thing. I'll look into that for sure. Yeah, we actually have 4 private servers that are open for long-term token holders. And actually, hey, Kleinitz,
Sure.
if we could look at the population on those servers and adjust the token amount, that would be great. So I think we still have some room on there. We'll keep lowering them until they're filling up. Can anyone have a private server? Yeah. You could, if you go to Cohh.tv/Dune server, that'll take you to Nitrado, the company we're using. And yeah, you absolutely can do. Now, I mean, it is like $30 a month, so I probably wouldn't recommend like getting a private server just for you. And also keep in mind, even on a private server, you still connect to a world, and a world is like a big collection of servers. When you go to the deep desert, the PvP area, you're going to the world deep desert, not the private server. So there is no way, unless you were to buy every single private server in the same world, there is no way to completely curate your deep desert experience. You will be in there with people that you do not know. So in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Funcom specifically makes it so you cannot buy all the servers in a cluster. I wouldn't be surprised if they have told the server providers not to do that. So can you? Oh no, there's no self-hosting. Nope, there's no self-hosting. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick bio. I'll be back in a few minutes, and actually I think I'm gonna refill my coffee too, so I'll be just another minute. But I'm gonna go do this real quick, and then we're gonna keep doing this main story. And I think the plan right now is we're gonna do this main story, and then either a lunch then, or then maybe a farm thing then. We're gonna play some War Torn this afternoon, but I may do some Dune as well. We'll see, but we'll figure it out in a bit. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some of my coffee. By the way, Cohh.tv/coffee. If you want some of your own. The shipping sucks worldwide. We're working on it, but something to look at. All right, back in a minute.